What's going on, YouTube? This is Micro Mike here, and I got a good one for you tonight. Got a really good one for you tonight, folks. I have a special guest. The special guest is Risky's Football Talk.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Hey, man. I'm so happy that we're finally on here talking, man. We've been talking about this for a while. Tell me and tell the people what you're going to be going about when it comes to your channel.
Just a bunch of constant like Detroit Lions content, and I want to say about I probably post something every like 2 days or maybe one day. Like I've been posting a lot of stuff over the past few days doing my top 10 prospects videos, which I really have a lot of pride in because I put a lot of like work into those.
Hey, man, I seen those, and those were fantastic. What up, Luke G? Yeah, man, I'm hyped for this as well. We got some hella news coming on. We got some talk about the future, and man, Risky, he's got some fantastic videos. Make sure everybody goes to his channel and subscribes, man. That's Risky's Football Talk. He's here with us now. What up, man? So what's news going on? What are you gonna be doing in the future? What about this upcoming draft, man? What's going on?
So I'm like trying to get as many videos out as I can before the draft because I feel like that's where all the good content is right now. But after the draft, I'm like go over all the players and all that kind of stuff, and then throughout the off season, I'm gonna give like updates and all kind of that kind of stuff. So that's kind of like my plan right now. I'm just trying to like do as much as I can. Then I'm probably gonna maybe come up with some stuff after that.
What up, Boog Spray, man? What up, Noble Sports Entertainment? Thanks for joining in, man. This is the one and only Risky. Everybody, finally, he's live. We've been talking about this for a while. We heard some news, and we wanted to talk about that when it comes to Detroit Lions. Kelly Stafford, she had a successful surgery. It was 12
Thank
hours.
God.
Yeah, thank God, man, and pray to God that everything went well. Obviously, she's starting her new life right now when it comes to learning how to walk and hearing. But what do you got to say about that, man?
I'm just so happy for Kelly right now because if that surgery went wrong, that would have been horrible. I don't even know. That would have been horrible. But thankfully, she this surgery was a success and everything's good.
You know what, man? And it ended up was supposed to be only 6 hours long. End up being 12, and so
Easy.
oh man, that stuff is so scary. But I'm so happy, it went well for her and the Stafford family. And I actually read a comment today that somebody was saying Stafford should be at the events that's going on right now when it comes to the players and stuff. And I was so angry about that.
Yeah, who said that?
Man, I was on a talk in the Pride of Detroit. It's a channel for Detroit Lions fans, and there was comments about that, and I was sick, man.
That is horrible.
That's absolutely horrible. Hey, man, thank you, Noble Sports. Man, we got some good stuff going on. So, do you want to announce what's going to happen there, Risky?
You mean what we're gonna talk about today?
Yeah, what we going to talk about, man?
Yeah, we're just gonna talk about like the draft and what we can do in the draft and like some of like the stuff that's going on right now, like stuff like that.
Did you see that rumor saying that Detroit's out of 21 out of 25 general managers, they labeled us as the worst general manager?
I'm looking at it right now. They have John Elway in front of us.
It's just despicable.
I mean, oh my God. And then they have
Jared.
That's horrible.
I don't understand why they think Bob Quinn is so bad. I don't know if they're seeing the draft and the free agent moves.
Since we're the Lions and because we're the Lions, and even the Lions fans believe that Bob Quinn isn't good. So naturally, they're just gonna put him in the back. They don't really care.
And that's so disgraceful because obviously they're not paying attention.
They are not. They're more focused on like the Raiders, the Jets, the Cardinals, and Kyler Murray drama, and then those kind of teams, and the Browns, and really just stuff to get ratings of. Because like, even though we have fans, all our fans doubt us, and they're just gonna keep talking about that. Yo, what's up, Dovo Dynamite? How's it going, man?
What's going on, G Barry, man? Thanks for showing up, man, and joining the talk here with Risky's Football Talk. We also got something to announce that we're going to be starting on Monday and going forward Monday and Wednesdays at 5 o'clock. You want to tell them about that, buddy?
Oh yeah, man. I think we're Mondays and Wednesdays at 5 o'clock, and I was even I think we're thinking about doing the draft day too, right?
Draft
Friday?
day 2, yep.
Yeah, second and third rounds, because that's really where I think like the best the where the players are those like solid players. It's a really important round.
You know, when it comes to Risky, too, he is so knowledgeable when it comes to the second and the third round of this draft. He made these lists up of fantastic players, and it just shows the importance of the second, third round. You want to talk about some of those players, man?
When I was doing my third round video, like there were so many prospects that I liked in the third round, and there was like so many I couldn't include in the video. I had to make it top 20 instead of top 10, and I think that really just shows you how deep this draft is.
This draft is so deep, and I'm looking at your list, and there's 10 players when it comes to the second round, and when it starts with Chris Lindstrom all the way to Jay Sternberger, there's so much talent there that when it comes to second round, we're going to have first round talent in the second round.
Yeah, my favorite like prospect in the second round is actually Chase Winovich. Whenever I like watched film, he was always so passionate and all that stuff. That's what I really liked about him. It's that he had the skills, but he also has that passion, that fiery passion that I love.
Absolutely. And, you know, if we decided to go that route as a franchise, his ability to fight through pain and also his passion for the game would really fire up the defense if we decided to go that route.
Yeah, but what I would actually like us to do is trade with the Patriots, give them our 43rd overall pick for their 64th overall pick and their 73rd. I think that would be pretty good, in my opinion.
You know what? And definitely when it comes to the Patriots, that's going to be a team we target when it comes to trades, obviously, because that's what we've been doing with Bob Quinn.
When I did the point system with that trade, it all added up. It was like a perfect trade for both sides. So maybe like Deebo Samuel's available at 43, and the Patriots, they want Deebo, so maybe they want to trade up with us and get him, and I think that'd be pretty good.
Dynamo says, what are your thoughts on T.J. Hawkinson first and Jay Ferguson in the second?
I wish, man. Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
I got the man crush on T.J. Hawkinson. I think if we get him, I'm gonna be drooling out the mouth. And Jay Ferguson would be fantastic as well. What would he bring to our team?
Just another pass rusher for us, man. I think he'd be very good, especially Matt Patricia's scheme. But yeah. But the thing with tight ends in this draft is that you have to get one early. You can't wait. It's either the first round or the early second round, because those three tight ends after T.J. Hawkinson, Noah Fant, and Irv Smith, it becomes really thin. It becomes a really thin tight end class. So if you want a tight end, you got to go early. You have to get one early.
And not just the tight end. This dude's a blue chipper. I don't think people understand. There's not that many blue chip players that are in an NFL draft. And if you can get one, whatever position it's at, you must take it.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I have my blue chippers of like Quinnen Williams, Josh Allen, Bosa, T.J. Hawkinson, and I don't see those three besides Hawkinson falling to us. What do you think? Do you think it's possible that one of those guys fall to us?
I think the only one that could fall to us besides T.J. Hawkinson is Josh Allen, but that would require a lot to happen in front of us. Like we would have to have 3 quarterbacks taken or 4, and 2 other players like Ed Oliver or Devin White for that to happen.
Right. What's your thoughts about Kyler Murray going first overall? Do you think it's bluff, or do you think it's actually going to go down?
I don't think it's going to go down. Like I read an article where it said the organization wanted it to happen because it's the price, because people weren't buying their tickets. But I think now they've basically said that, okay, we're not doing that anymore. We're just going to pick best player available at the number 1 overall. But I could see it happening because that connection with Kyler Murray and Kingsbury. And if it didn't happen, that's actually really good for the Lions, because if Kyler Murray is available at number 8, we're getting a lot of offers at that point.
You're right, boy. I mean, if they don't take Kyler Murray, the whole draft changes, and I could just see a big jump for teams wanting to do whatever it takes to get a quarterback, whether it be Haxon or Kyler
Yes.
Murray.
Yeah, it's a really big pick. That's why that's why I really care about what everyone else who everyone else takes.
I think it's vital to know what every other team's going to take. I mean, when it comes
Yeah.
to an individual falling to us, every year someone falls, and it
But
could be a player fall to us.
but I doubt that Josh Allen could fall to us because I mean Dave Gettleman, he's at number 6. He wants best player available. That's his like motto. He sees Josh Allen, he's gonna take him. So if you want Josh Allen and he's available at number 5, you got to consider trading up. And that's what my next video is going to be about with Josh Allen and possibly trading up for him, and then also like not giving up that much.
What's going on, Lions Lee? What up, though? I see Luke G's field review. He just tweeted our video, Mike, and he said he'd be shocked if Murray does not go 1, or if Murray does not go 1.
Shocked if he did go number 1. Because
Wow. You know,
I think they could do is they could trade. If they did, they probably want to trade with the Buccaneers at number 5 and give them, like I did this in my mock draft where like the Cardinals traded Patrick Peterson, Chandler Jones, and either the 3rd or the 2nd round pick for the number 5, for the 5th overall pick to get Kyler Murray.
holy crap, that would be insane, buddy.
And
That'd be insane. You know what? I like your boldness.
The reason I did that was because Tampa Bay has Bruce Arians and Todd Bowles, their former coaches and all that stuff. You know?
Absolutely. And you never know. I mean, we've seen so many weird stuff happen throughout the years. The Jets jump up and get Mark Sanchez. We've seen the Bears jump up one spot and get Trubisky. You just don't know, right?
Trade. Oh my God.
Do you see the Lions trading up in the draft?
No. I can only see them trading up a few spots if they do, or maybe in the 2nd round.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they're going to trade up when it comes to the 1st round. I could see a situation if a specific player was to fall at the end of the 1st round and the Lions decided to trade from the 2nd to the 1st. I could see that, but I don't see them doing it any up from the 8th anywhere up near that top.
Yeah, I feel like if we trade back with like the Broncos or like the Dolphins and we get like Byron Murphy, and then in the 2nd round, you might want to trade up and maybe get like an Irv Smith Jr. or a Jalen Ferguson. It all just comes down to that stuff.
Oh my God! Imagine if that happened, man. We get Jalen Ferguson, T.J. Hockenson. I think we would be going crazy, and Dynamite would be going crazy as well.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, what is your thoughts on the Giants? I know there's rumors they're wanting to get a quarterback there. What do you think about that, man?
I think if they do take a quarterback, they're gonna go Drew Lock. He's the right kind of Gettleman guy, in my opinion.
You know, I kind of agree. Even though I don't like him compared to the other quarterbacks, I think he's the 3rd best. But again, the Giants have done weird stuff like that, and you're right. I think he is a Gettleman type of guy.
Other than that, I think they probably won't take if they don't take 1/6 overall, because there's no way. I don't think they really like Daniel Jones. If they do, then they probably take him at 17. But I don't really see any of the 4 quarterbacks getting to them at 17. I could see the Redskins taking Daniel Jones at 15 just to make sure that the Giants don't get him.
Wow, I don't even like Daniel Jones, but you know how the draft is, man. Quarterbacks, they're always over, punched for when it comes to getting one.
Man, I remember seeing drafts that said Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes were going to get into the 20s. Man.
Oh man, Patrick Mahomes, he sure showed them.
Oh my God, Bears fans have to be shaking their head right now.
I don't, when it comes to Trubisky, I think he's a decent quarterback. I wouldn't say he's definitely, I don't even know, maybe like a mid. He's a guy who hands the ball off. He's a game manager type quarterback.
He's never going to be elite, and he's never going to be that really that bad. But he probably can improve this year. But I don't ever see him being an elite quarterback. He's just going to be an average quarterback throughout his career.
What up, though, Dre Barnes? I see you, man. Hey, we're here with Risky's Football Talk, buddy, and this guy is very knowledgeable when it comes to draft. He actually has, second and third rounds he's talking about. He knows exactly the information when it comes to these players. He's very student of the game, and we're talking some football. So, risky, man. There's a rumor going out that the Lions are going to take quarterback 1. What do you think about that? We going to debunk this now?
No, we don't have to talk about it because that's ridiculous. Why? I mean, what quarterback? I mean, if Sam Darnold is available at 8, I'd take him. But what?
I read that report and I just started laughing. Are these people crazy?
Why? I'm not taking Drew Lock. I'm not taking Dwayne Haskins. Kyler Murray, no. I mean, that makes no sense.
I don't know what these people are smoking up there when it talks about our team. They obviously have no idea about anything. They're just throwing darts at the wind, I feel like.
Yeah. They just want to – I think they're just trying to get, they just want to get, people to, read their stuff, you know?
Oh, yeah, exactly, man. I mean, it's clickbait. I don't understand the hate, and I don't even understand the thinking behind taking a quarterback. Matthew Stafford's our quarterback, and it's not going to change in the near future.
Man, quarterback's not the only position on the football team, man.
Exactly. How can they assume that we can take a quarterback and that's going to help us this year?
Exactly. I mean, if they want to throw out there Calvin Johnson was on the football team and Stafford had should have probably, won all that. I'm sorry if I worded that weirdly. But, the Falcons, they had Julio Jones and Matt Ryan, and they didn't go to the playoffs. So it all just matters about, who's on your team and who, if someone gets injured or not.
Exactly right. And I think depth is so vital towards building a franchise. And I think that's what Bob Quinn has done for our team. He's built such a depth when it comes to the draft and picking up specific free agents. So what do you think about that?
What's up, Dre Barnes? Yeah. I think depth is most important on the offensive line because I feel like that's where you're going to get a lot of injuries. And when you your starter, your left starter at left tackle goes down, and you don't have a good backup left tackle, it's gonna get ugly really fast.
Absolutely, man. And I'm gonna read what Ghost Gunner said. He says Stafford has 3 to 4 years left in his contract. There's no way taking a starting quarterback. He's 100% right, man. We ain't taking no starting quarterback.
Yeah. It would take us to go 3-13 next year to actually consider taking Tua or someone like that, but not a quarterback in this draft. There's no one really worth it.
Book Spray said a third for Rosen. Now that's kind of interesting. What do you think about Josh Rosen?
A third for Rosen?
Yeah.
I like the guy, but if you did that, then that means you're gonna trade him mid-season next year to a quarterback needy team. And then you're going to get more out of what you actually got for him. We're going to get So you give a third for Rosen, then the next year you can get a first for him or a second. And so I think that's what Bob Quinn would do there.
I agree with you because I think that's the Patriot way. I mean, if you look at the quarterbacks that the Patriots have gotten, they get a quarterback, they turn around and trade him. Even know that Tom Brady's coming near the end of his career and they still get value out of that. So that'd be a kind of interesting dynamic if they decided to go that route. I like Josh Rosen personally. I just don't see us getting for him. There's other needy quarterback teams that probably pay more than what we would for a backup. I mean, you got the Giants and you got the Washington Redskins. They'd pay probably a second round pick to get him. What do you think about that?
If the Cardinals want a first for Josh Rosen, they're going to get a 2020 first round pick, not a 2019.
Yeah, I think that'd be solid compensation too, because the guy is a starter. He started all 16 games, and plus he does have talent, and he's young.
I like him.
I like Tyree Jackson too.
Tyree Jackson. I don't really want to draft a quarterback because I feel like he'd be kind of in the 4th round, not the 5th. And I want to take impact players in the 4th or 3rd round, not a Tyree Jackson, because even if he goes in, we're still not going to be able to compete. He's going to still be a rookie, and he's going to still be a backup quarterback. He's not going to be like Nick Foles or anyone like that.
I agree with you in a sense. I wouldn't pay a 4th round pick for him, but I think if he's there in the 5th round, I think I would do it there.
In the 5th round, I'd rather get like a running back or maybe another receiver. I feel like it's really rich. Like the 5th round's really rich in running backs, like with Bryce Loves and Divine Ozigbos and all those kind of guys. So I think if we can get like a running back in the 5th round, I think that'd be pretty good. I'd also like Justice Hill in the 3rd at 88, or maybe in the 4th round. That'd be pretty. I think I'd really like that.
Now imagine if you put a Justice Hill behind the running backs that we have in this team. This team would be unstoppable on the ground game.
Dude, I watched some film on him, and oh my god, I could not stop watching. It was so fun.
I'm with you, man. I think even though we have good running back depth now, I think it's vital that we at least take one, at least by the 4th or 5th round for sure. I mean, if you can get a Ozigbo or a Love or something like that, I think you do it.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like the running backs we have right now are kind of like bandages in a way. They're not going to be like our like starters like in 2 years or 3 years. In Justice Hill and Carry-On, that could be a pretty good duo for like a few years to come.
Yeah, and I think just like Ghost Gunner said, I think Theo's getting cut for sure.
Oh yeah, or maybe trade for a 27th round pick. I don't know.
If we could get a 7th round pick out of him, I think that'd be fantastic. If we can get a box of Cheerios, I think that'd be pretty good. What do you think about Zach Zenner, man?
I think he's good when he's needed. That's what I think about Zach Zenner. We've gotten Zach Zenner, a good guy who can come in and play, but he's never going to be elite. He's going to be a little below average, in my opinion. He's really not going to be a guy a team is going to plan for.
You're right, man. But what I do like about Zach Zenner is he fits what we're doing perfectly when it comes like a 3rd string back.
Really good depth.
Good depth, man. I mean, you can't have stars everywhere, and I think he fills well when it comes to the depth position.
Oh my God, Dolo Dynamite, man! If that happened, whew.
Dynamite. If that happened, if we took Hawkinson first, Ferg 2nd, Harry 3rd, and Butler. Oh my God! I'll buy you a beer myself.
Like, a question I have for you is that why would we take Hawkinson in the 1st round and then Dawson Knox in the 4th round?
Oh man, maybe they're wanting to get that big time position when it comes to filling a need, or they're looking for depth, or they have something specifically planned out when it comes to Darrell Bevell and stuff. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Darrell Bevell, what was the question again?
Yeah, so I think like if they decided to go a route like that, it's specifically getting a player specific for the position. Like we got Jamal Agnew, and he does his magical jobs all over, whether it be offense and defense. I think that'd be something like that if we decide to double up or go at a position that we're pretty good at.
It's always good to double up, but you want to make sure that what positions? I feel like a tight end, you don't really want that much depth. If you do, you want a blocking tight end. Mm-hmm. And a receiving tight end would be nice, but if you can get like a Drew Sample in the 5th round who can block well, then I'd take that.
Yeah, that would be a good pick too as well. Personally, I don't think we're gonna go 2 tight ends in the draft because we got Jesse James, and if we get T.J. Hawkinson, that's a pretty good 1-2 combo. Maybe they go with like a 7th rounder, an undrafted free agent.
Yeah, what? Yeah, I think we could probably get like an own lineman in like the. I think we are going to get one in the first 3 rounds. I don't know. I like Dalton Risner. He could play right guard or right tackle, or if we do get one in the 5th round, or 4th round, I think we'd probably go in the Nate Davis direction.
You know, if we decide to go the 2nd round, I do like your pick of Chris Lindstrom. I think he's a fantastic guard position. But if we decide to target that position later on, I really like Bo Benshaw in like the 4th round.
Oh yeah, Bo. I forgot about him. Bo Ben.
You know, I did a study on that guy, and the guy he is a corn-fed man that plows folks.
Yep, man, I love that. If we get like a Bo Benchwall in the 4th round, I think that'd be very good. Definitely.
Noble Sports says we signed Logan Thomas, tight end free agency. Yeah, but I don't even think he's going to make the team, man.
I like him. I like him.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think he has a chance to. I don't even know if he's going to make the roster when it comes to 53. I understand we signed him, but I don't think he's that great of a player.
I think he's again good depth and has potential.
Yeah, potential for sure. If they decide to keep him on to 53, then we're definitely not taking another tight end in the draft. It'd be T.J.
Yeah.
Hockenson, and that'd be a wrap.
Exactly. And T.J. Hockenson would be. I think he'd probably be a very he'd be a very good pick, but then you have to think about what do you to get at right guard at that point. Because you didn't get any more picks. I mean, you might want to trade back and might want to trade that 43rd overall pick to get like a late second and then like another third round pick, which I think good.
Yeah, Noble Sports says, you saying he's a camp body? Not necessarily. I'm saying because we already got Michael Roberts. You don't know if he's actually going to make the team or not.
Yeah.
And then you got Jesse James, and if we draft T.J. Hockenson, they're not going to carry 4 tight ends. So I think at that point they'd probably look at cap hit and make a determination there. So it's more of they're only going to carry 3 tight ends.
Yeah. But I think a position that we're really kind of ignoring right now is slot receiver.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like an Andy Isabella. I really like his film, like what I saw in film.
So when it comes to him, like, what's your favorite part about him? Is his route running and stuff like that?
His route running is what he does after the catch.
So like a young Golden Tate, huh?
Golden Tate was never really good like getting open, but I like what Andy Isabella did. So I guess kind of like that.
For sure, I like him too. I also like Deebo Samuel as well. I personally don't think we're gonna go wide receiver like in the second round at all. We do got some more positions to get, but if they decided to go that route, Isabella or Samuel or a group like that, then yeah, man. I mean, I'd be happy, but then you have to wonder about Amendola. But again, Amendola is 33 years old.
Yeah, Amendola, he's just he's a one and done guy. But I think the thing to kind of ask ourselves is, what do you want to do in the draft? Do you want to go help Stafford out, or do you want to go on try to make your defense as good as it can, or do you want to kind of spread it all out?
Yeah, for sure. I'm with you there. And when it comes to Amendola, does he have stuff left? Obviously, they signed him, and they think so. But again, man, if there's a Deebo Samuel there and Isabella there, do you pull the trigger?
If there's Deebo Samuel available in the second, I would not. I think you can get a good slot receiver position this year is really deep as well. You got the Terry McLaurins, the Andy Isabellas, the Riley Ridleys in the third round. I'd say you want to wait maybe and try to get another best player available. So if you went T.J. Hockenson in the first round at 43, you could probably try to go with Jalen Ferguson, a Dalton Reisner, Taylor Rapp, or one of those guys.
For sure.
Or like I said, again, you could maybe trade that pick and get Joequan Williams and a Khalil Hodge as well, players I'm really high on.
Oh man, Khalil Hodge. That's another player that makes me foam at the mouth. A Ghost Gunner says Powell could elevate next season. I'm with you, man. I liked what I saw from Powell, and especially in the Green Bay game, the final game of the year.
Yeah, me too. I like that, but it was one game. I mean, we had some players that had really good one games, and then other games you just found out they weren't the solution, and that was like Powell's first game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Never had the chance to prepare for him,
And we're turning into I think a running first team. So when it comes to the wide receiver position, I think we're going to focus more on beefing up the front and a power run game.
Yeah, and when you become a run team, you become a deadly passing team because now teams expect you to run the ball. And whenever you decide to have a pass play, it catches everyone on defense off guard.
Yeah, and when it comes to Darrell Bevel, he's the run, and play action pass.
Marcus Willis, I do like Mecole Hardman, by the way.
And go ahead and talk about Hardman.
Huh?
Go ahead and talk about what's your favorite part about his game?
He's quick. I haven't done that much film on him, but when I was watching some highlights and stuff, I really like what I saw. And I watched a few games of film on him, especially against Alabama that one year, and I really liked his quickness.
Quickness and speed. Again, that's exactly kind of what Daryl Bevel does. Is run, that play action. You get that speedy guy in there. Bam.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you guys think about the Auburn wide receiver, Mr. Baking Greedy? I don't even know. I have no idea who that is. Noble Sports says we're going Smash Mouth.
I think he's talking about like he destroyed Greedy Williams.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, Greedy Williams gets. I don't know, man. I don't think he's the best corner in this draft. I'm going with Murphy on that one.
Byron Murphy.
When it comes to Greedy Williams, he's soft.
He's gonna slip. He's definitely gonna fall.
And when
realize that he's like not all that hype, and he's gonna fall.
Absolutely. I agree with you, man. I could see him going in the later 20s, mid 20s ish.
Falling into like day 2.
Holy crap, that would be funny. That would be really wouldn't be such a big surprise. I guess to the media it would be.
It would to the media, but when you watch his film, it's easy to know why. I think he's a second round player.
I think the hype is off his name more importantly than anything.
The coolest name in this draft.
He does got a cool name. Got to give him that. Noble says, "I hope Greedy proves us wrong." Well, you know what, man? I hope any player that's not in the NFC North, these young guys coming out, I hope they prove us all wrong.
Yeah.
I don't mind seeing players' success as long as they're not in the NFC North.
Exactly. Okay. So if you're at 43, if Taylor Rapp's available, you went T.J. Hopkins in the first round, but then it seemed like the Patriots just asked you if you wanted to, give you an offer saying, we'll give you the 64th overall pick and the 73rd overall pick for your 43rd. What would you do?
I'd look at the draft board and see if there's going to be players that I have high on, if they would be available at that 64th pick. If they believe they do, then pull the trigger. Why the hell not?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think. I think we might want to trade that second round pick more than the first, especially if TJ Hawkinson is available.
Yeah, if TJ's there, I don't think they trade at all. I think that's a done deal. It's TJ or bust.
I think with the TJ thing is that if a team gives me a really good offer, not a first and third and fourth like everyone's saying the Falcons would do, because I think that's ridiculous. You probably go with it, but if they don't, don't trade the pick, get TJ Hawkinson. But if you do trade back, and then I think you gotta take Irv Smith Jr. because we need another tight end. Especially,
I could see that. It just depends who's there, especially in the later part of the second round and stuff like that. I mean, when I seen your list, there's definitely a lot of depth, and we're not going to be screwed at all when it comes to picking up talent. I mean, literally, there's going to be either a Lindstrom, an Adderley, Harry, Winovich, Amani, Araruv, Julian Love, Samuel. I mean, all these guys. One of these guys is going to be there.
Exactly. That's what I really like about my videos, is that it really shows everyone all of these players that are going to be available. And then my third round shows you all the players that would be available in the third round. And I mean, it's just who you want, and at where.
Marcus says he would take Taylor Rapp or the best offensive lineman in the second round.
Best offensive lineman in the second round would be Dalton Reisner. I like Chris Lindstrom, but if there's someone else available, I'd take him, because you get a Bo Benchwall in the fourth, or the Nate Davis, a Drew Samia in the fourth or third rounds, and I think if you can get a Taylor Rapp or Jalen Ferguson, a Irv Smith Jr., a Dalton Reisner, then I think that'd be pretty good.
Damn, that'd be really good. It just depends if that offensive lineman that's worth taking in the second round is there. I think there'd be two people. If those two aren't there, I think we don't go offensive lineman, simply because you could get a Bo Benshaw in the fourth, or another player in the later rounds that you'll be able to eventually put in at right guard, because we got Crosby right now, and I think he's going to play right guard, at least for this upcoming season.
Do you know if we visited with Bo Benchwall?
I have not heard about visits when it comes to him. I'm going to look at that, though, after this for sure.
Well, I'm looking up right now. Okay, so what do you want to talk about now?
Okay, man. So what do you think about taking a safety in the second round?
If it's Taylor Rapp, I'm all for it. Nazir Adderley, I'd be good with too.
I think, if they decided to go let's just make this secondary elite, I would have no problem with that.
Yeah, I really like the secondary thing. I'd like to get a secondary. I think we could also get Jonathan Abram in the second as well if you really want to get a safety.
What's up, though, Sag Nasty? What up, though? Hey, man, I'm here with Mr. Risky's Football Talk. We're talking about the NFL Draft and some of the Lions news going on. We're talking about how we're going to go live in the second round. We're going to have the round table go live for the first round, and we'll pick up the scraps in the second round. We got Mr. Risky, who he definitely has a lot of players when it comes to the second and third round. He made fantastic video about the talent that's going to be available. Make sure you go to his channel and subscribe and watch those videos. Also, we're changing. I'm not going to do the Micro Mike show that I've been doing on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're going to switch that to Monday at 5 and Wednesday at 5. And I'm no longer going to be by myself. I am going to be with my boy Risky here, and we're going to start a segment called, what's the segment we calling that, buddy?
I think it's called the High Table.
The High Table, man. Because we're going to talk about some high stuff, and our team is going to be from low rank to high, because that's just the way it is. We're super excited, man. And so excited to bring the content to you guys, the viewer, especially if you don't actually watch the tape all the time. I know Risky here, he spends a lot of time looking at film and film study. You got to check his videos out. It's fantastic.
Exactly. And I think tonight or tomorrow I'm going to post my my Josh Allen video and saying how we can get Josh Allen, or would you want to trade up and get Josh Allen if he's available at 5?
Oh man, if he's available, that's crazy. I don't see how he leaves, because I think Josh Allen is such a good talent. He's up there with Quinnen Williams and Bosa as the best players in this draft.
Probably first overall too. I mean, he fits what the Cardinals want to do, and if you think he's better than Nick Bosa, they take him. He fits their scheme, and he's not he doesn't have that injury history.
What up, though? Sag Nasty said he's gonna subscribe to you, man.
Oh, thank you, man.
What up, though? Go Lions! Hey, man, I got your number. I'm gonna give you a call unless you want to tell me what's going on right now, man, because we're live here with Risky's Football Talk.
Yo, what's up, man?
Man, make sure you subscribe to Risky here. There, Go Lion.
The experience, I think Thornhill's going to be taken in the late second round. I think a team's going to like what they see in him, and they're going to take him early. I've not watched that much film on him, but from what I've heard, he's a pretty good player.
Lions fan 75 says if Josh Allen falls to 6, I'm trading with the Giants.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Man, imagine having Josh Allen on the opposite side of Trey Flowers. Good God.
Dude, that would be. Do you think the Bears have a good pass rush right now, man? We would destroy them. Back 10 times in one game. We get Byron Murphy. Dude, this is another thing. If we get Byron Murphy and Taylor Rapp in the first and second round, Mitchell Trubisky, every time he plays us, we'll throw at least 3 interceptions. Oh my God.
Could you imagine that defense, man? I mean, that defense would be.
Hey, what's up, Go Lions?
Oh, straight up top. Scary as hell. That is definitely the black and blue defense there.
That's the question I've been asking myself. Do you want to go all offense or all defense? Or you want to do them both?
That is the question, and I don't know what they're gonna do, man. I have no idea.
I think what they can do is go defense in the third round, because it's really deep in linebackers and cornerbacks. In the first round, it's kind of a question mark if TJ Hawkins is available, or if you want to trade up to get Josh Allen. It's a lot of stuff. I think it's just a draft day decision.
Definitely draft day decision. It'll all depend on, again, what those top of the teams of the draft's going to do. Arizona and Oakland. Yeah. Rumors are going out in Oakland that they're going to surprise everybody at this draft and who they pick. Who's the surprise, man? Who do you think they're going to take?
If it's something we don't expect, it will be a quarterback like Kyler Murray or Drew Lock, or it's going to be T.J. Hawkinson, because they do need a tight end.
Man, if they take Hawkinson, I'm going to freaking throw up in my mouth.
I mean,
Um,
if they take Hawkinson and the Jets take Ed Oliver, I mean, Josh Allen's fallen.
oh,
Or Williams or Nick Bosa has fallen.
you're
And
right though. You're
that's
right.
going to be pretty good, cool to see.
You know, you never know, and it's hard to tell what Oakland's gonna do, man. These guys are freaking crazy. I mean, they've gotten rid of of Khalil Mack. You're getting rid of. I mean, they're getting rid of everyone, and then now they, you know, if they take a quarterback, Carr's gone.
This year, like they went and they went and played Madden. They went into free agency and they said, "This is what we're gonna do."
Definitely.
They turned cap salary off and everything.
Hey, Sag Nasty, man, I'm with you, man. I think I'm gonna go into a coma and specifically just wait for Thursday because this is getting crazy, man. I'm so excited. It's like Christmas.
It is. It's the Super Bowl for general managers and Christmas for every fan.
Absolutely, and make sure everyone goes live when it comes to Roundtable, and they're gonna have a special guest with them. I made a trailer specifically for their event on Thursday, so go check that out. It's gonna be epic. And then me and Risky are gonna take up the second round.
Yeah, I cannot wait for that second round, man. That's gonna be. Oh, and I'm glad I get to stream it.
Absolutely. You know what's cool about the second round is there's so much interesting things that's going to happen. We don't know eventually who's going to be there. Like we know the top 10 picks are going to be not what team, but we know Josh Allen ain't going to make it to 10. We know that TJ Hawkinson ain't getting past 10. But when it comes to second round, you have no idea who's going to be there.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like Irv Smith Jr. or maybe like Jalen Ferguson in round 2. But if they're not there, or like those 4 guys that I've been talking about aren't there in round 2, then I definitely want to trade that pick.
Oh yeah, I mean, if there's talent there, if you could trade and still have the talent, then you got to do it. And I think Bob Quinn, this is the year he's going to be the trader in chief. And I'm not talking about a bad president. I'm talking about the guy who's going to be going crazy throughout this draft.
Yeah. Man, I'm excited for it. Honestly, I'm really excited.
And it just goes on to how this offseason has been. I mean, this has been a great free agency. It's been a fantastic with the fans and also all of us coming together with the Detroit Sports Alliance and just coming together and bringing the hype back to Detroit.
Yeah, I think we're getting we're not getting much hype in the press right now, but when the season starts and everyone sees what we're doing, then we're gonna get a lot of hype, especially in the first 4 games. If we play well those first 4 games, we beat the Chiefs, we beat the Eagles, we beat the Chargers, then people are gonna start talking about the Lions more.
Yeah, absolutely. I think with that schedule too, I think our schedule is really favorable. We're going to surprise the hell out of teams, and we could be like a 4-1 when it comes to first 5 games.
Davis already said that defense is going to go to the next level next year. I'm really excited for that.
Oh, I'm super excited. I mean, I think personally, in my personal view, I think this is the year that we take the NFC North.
It is. I think we'll take the NFC North this year and maybe the year after that because Bob Glenn, he's preparing us for the future as well. He's getting young players and everything. He's not getting Band-Aids and stuff like that. Vikings, their players, they're good players. They're getting old. I'm pretty sure Emerson Griffin's in his 30s. And everyone's almost in their 30s now.
And also what he's doing, and I have yet to make a video about it, I promise I will, is the cap situation. He's signing players to a cap-friendly deals to where it's not going to kill us a couple years down the road.
Yeah, that's what I really like about what he's doing.
And that's what Mayhew failed at. He was the cap hell general manager for sure. I mean, we couldn't sign Ndamukong Suh because of that.
I know.
So,
it's all man. It's a bunch of strategy. It's really impressive though to watch.
And for people to say that we have one of the worst general managers all football is a disgrace.
He's probably in the top 5, but honestly, he's definitely in the top 5.
Go Lions says, I think we're going to be a serious problem in the NFL. 100% agree, man. I think we're going to be the beast that's unleashed.
We will.
Boog Spray is talking 2020 Super Bowl. Oh, would that be nice? I think Detroit
Ooh.
would be on fire if we made the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, that 2020 draft, man. There's a lot of offensive linemen in that draft, man. A lot of good depth there.
And if you win the Super Bowl, there'd be one available at 32.
Yeah, we win the Super Bowl, man. They have to talk about us.
If they didn't talk about us if we won a Super Bowl, I will go up to Mike Valenti and kick him in the balls myself. I think I'll go up to ESPN and just take a dump right on their doorstep if they didn't talk about us if we won the Super Bowl.
Dang, yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
we're starting a grassroots movement here. We're starting it to bring Detroit into a good light, and this is what needs to be done. This is what the media has not done for us.
Yeah.
It seems like no matter what this team does, it's they're the worst team. Like seriously, I seen that article that Quinn is one of the worst general managers in all of football, and I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe what I was reading.
It's because even our fans believe it. That's why.
We got to change that. We definitely got to change that.
Change it this year, man. This is the year, man. This is the year.
This is the year, man. And you know what? When it was last year, I wasn't on YouTube, but I was telling everybody the Lions are not going to be good. It's a culture change that's going to take place. You're still going to have vets that are going to be the Caldwell regime, and we're not going to do well. So prepare for a bad year.
I wanted us to go in good because Matthew Stafford had all like a good offensive line, and then we had Golden Tate, Kenny Galladay, Marvin Jones. I wanted us to be good, and I thought we could have been good. But after that Jets game, I just knew it was just going to be like a learning year.
Yeah, because sometimes it's not just the scheme that changed. It's literally a whole culture change. And to change the culture, you're going to have individuals on that team who's not willing to change.
Caldwell did not establish a good culture when he was the head coach, though.
Yeah, I mean, he was I think like he was the great guy personally, and an outstanding citizen. But I think for Detroit, you need something much harder because it's such a long time of losing.
Dolo Dynamite, me too, man. I like Matt Quinn and Matty P, man. I love them.
Oh, Matty P and Quinn. Yeah, Dan, we win the championship against the Cowboys. We should have won that playoff game. We got screwed out of that playoff game.
Gunner, yes.
I mean, what they did by removing that flag it was home cooking for the Cowboys. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I believe Jera got us to get us a loss and for them to win because that was some bull.
It was, dude. They called even through the flag and then they took it back, and I'm like, what?
I've never seen a take back like that before. Especially, it was so damning.
It was a take back for a play that it was the right call to throw the flag, and they took it back.
It reminds me of what happened in New Orleans. However, they didn't throw the flag initially there. And what's crazy is that the rules change after New Orleans, but it didn't change after Detroit getting screwed at Dallas.
What really made me mad was that rule with the Falcons game, man. That really still scars me.
The Golden Tate touchdown take back?
Yeah, it was like a touchdown, then a non-touchdown, then the end of the game. And I was like, what?
Oh, man, that was crazy. Lions fan 75 says, off topic, how do you think the Browns are going to do?
They're not going to do as good as people expect them to do because this is going to be their second year and it's the first year head coach as well. So I think they're going to this could be a year they might go 9-7, make it to the wild card game and then lose. I don't see them really being that all that this year, getting all that hype that they've been getting. But I think in the 2020, I think they could probably be very good. I think they're this year's 49ers.
Yeah, I'm with you there, man. I think they're definitely building to something. However, I love Odell Beckham Jr. I just think he's injury prone, and he'll probably miss a couple games this year, and so they won't end up probably taking the AFC North when it comes to their. However, they could be a wild card team, but they're going in the right direction.
They are. Okay. So
he says, Ghost Gunner says the non-touchdown you can blame on Caldwell. Not know the damn rules. He would have saved time by a situation like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caldwell was too nice of a guy, and I think you need to have a little fiery when it comes to situations like that, especially when you're not just battling the team, you're battling the referees as well.
Yeah, and I think that Falcons game was really the game that you knew he was going to get fired.
Oh man, that was one of the biggest disgraces I've seen, and they didn't even make a big deal out of it. I think he should have went crazy when it comes to being on the podium. I think Martha Ford should have did something as well, because that was brutal, and it was basically they just robbed us of another game.
They did, and if we won that game, we probably would have went to the playoffs as well.
We would have made the playoffs, and that's what's so damn frustrating is they robbed us of a playoff game, and then they robbed us of making the playoffs. But we need to have that Matt Patricia, that fiery guy that just is not going to take it anymore.
Yeah.
Book Spray says the Browns got too many mouths to feed. Yeah, I agree, man. You can't have all that many mouths and everyone get fed in that situation. They got a lot of egos on that team. So, oh man, I don't know what's going on. Risky, you back, man?
Okay. I'll be right back after this thing really quick.
Okay, man. So it looks like Risky's getting off. Unfortunately, right now something's going on, but let's talk about. Oh, you back now?
Quick.
Okay, so he's having technical issues, man. This happens normally when it comes to any live stream, whether it be my live stream or the roundtable. This is just normal. When we get set up, we get into the game much earlier to make sure that this technical glitches don't happen. Unfortunately, it does, and this is just the way it works. Technology is a pain in the butt, man. So what do you guys want in the top 2 picks? So that's what Dynamite said there. I want TJ Hockenson for sure. That is my guy when it comes to the 8th overall pick. But if TJ Hockenson is gone, I want to trade out of that 8th spot, maybe pick up another second round, and maybe go from 8 to 13 with Miami. I think Miami would be a team you want to trade with simply because it's again the Patriot players on that team when it comes to their head coach and Mike Vrabel. So I think that's a destination we could trade back. If we trade back, I'd go Byron Murphy. I think he's a fantastic cornerback, and he would set our team up well when it comes to our secondary. We'd be elite secondary, and teams would fear us. When it comes to the second round, it literally just all depends on who's there. You know, if we decided to go tight end in the first round with that 8th pick, maybe go secondary with a cornerback like a Love at that pick, or if we decided to go offensive lineman at Chris Lindstrom, if he's there, or if we decide to go safety, Nasir Adderley, it really is all depend who's there. But what's good about this second round is there's so much talent available. So I would not be upset with any of those individuals for sure. I like Adderley, I like Lindstrom, and I definitely like Julian Love. So let me see. You think Hockenson going to be gone by? Oh yeah, he's definitely going to be gone by 13. I personally believe the Jacksonville Jaguars are probably going to take T.J. Hockenson with their 7th pick. I've been saying this for a long time. He's just a blue chip player, and a lot of people are just messing up when it comes to because he's a tight end. But when you have blue chip players in the draft, teams tend to get them, and they go really quick because they're blue chippers, whatever position they're at. If there's a blue chipper, you take them. And so I think Jacksonville, with their getting Nick Foles, what helps out a quarterback is a great tight end, and that's what he's going to be. He's definitely not getting past Green Bay. I think he ain't getting past Detroit for sure. He will not make it past 8. I think that's our pick. I think Quinn's idea is in my opinion, it's TJ Hockenson or trade. So I hope he falls to us. That would be some crazy stuff. I don't think he's going to get past 12 for sure. I don't think he gets past 8. But if that happens, you never know. And it's always a head-scratching move where players fall. And you're wondering, how in the hell did this player fall? But it happens. We better not get Jonah Williams. I'll be livid. Yeah, I don't see it happening, man. Oh, you're back, man?
Yeah, I'm back.
So Lions fan 75 says we better not get Jonah Williams because he'll be livid.
I will too. I completely agree with you with that. Not want Jonah Williams at 8. Maybe in the 20s, but not at 8. No.
I'm 100% with you, man. If we decide to trade back to the 20s, I hope we get a first rounder next year because that's a big trade back, if you ask me.
Ooh, what if we got Miami's first rounder?
Oh yeah, so if we trade from 8 to 13, that's my spot that I for sure. And if TJ's gone at 7, that is what I'd be looking at. So expect that in the draft. If
Like,
Hawkinson's gone, I expect us to trade 13 because Dolphins they need a quarterback, and
I
I
think
believe one of those guys will be available.
I think that's why they signed Ryan Fitzpatrick because they want to wait a year for Tua.
Ty Summers is a blue chipper for a 7th round or a 5th to a 7th rounder. I mean, he's talking about Ty Summers, a linebacker. I think this guy's going to be could be in the later rounds, like a 5th round player, linebacker, and that could be a diamond in the rough for sure.
Yeah, I've done my research on like the first, second, and third and fourth round, but not on like anything of the 6 rounds.
Yeah, when you're going to the 6th rounds and 7th rounds, for me, there's really no point to do a whole lot of film study because
out there, like Denmark from that Lucci did a video on.
yeah, the Denmark guy. So
Yeah,
I agree. He has he's raw for sure. I think if you got him in a 6th round, that would be a good spot for him. I don't think he's ready to jump in the lineup at all right now.
yeah. Lions fan 75. If we trade back, I'm gonna take Brian Burns or Byron Murphy. I'm high on those 2 guys. I really like both of them.
Yeah, I'm with you too. I like Murphy and Burns a lot. I think if we trade back, definitely look at those players as individuals. They're going to get. It's not going to be Greedy Williams because already a Lions talent evaluator said we don't take cornerbacks that are soft, and that was specifically at Greedy Williams. So if they decide to go cornerback, it'd be Byron Murphy, and I'm with you with Brian Burns. I think he would be a fantastic player, opposite of Trey Flowers.
Oh yeah.
This
I even like.
Go ahead.
Linebackers that can also rush the passer as well, which is why I really like David Long right now, because I feel like he's gonna be that guy like Kyle Van Noy, someone like that, you know.
Yeah, and you know what's good about Patricia's defense is he looks for players that's versatile. And so any player that in this draft like him is versatile with the ability to drop back and the ability to rush to the passer, I would exactly look at those players who they're going to pick. Because if you looked at every single pick we've got, Ragnow, he was a center. He can play both center and guard. He is a versatile player.
There's a lot of right guys to play right tackle as well in this draft.
Lions fan, I ain't touching Jonah Williams. Don't worry, man. Quinn ain't touching him either.
Man, that's a smoke screen. I can tell you that right now.
Boog Spray says linebacker, man. You all know this, man. The DSA is all about Khalil Hodge. I think if we could pick him up, that would be a hell of a pick for us because the guy has the spidey sense.
I like T.J. Edwards. I like Blake Cashman, Khalil Hodge. I like David Long as well. I like Jermaine Pratt. All good linebackers, man.
Dole Dynamite says, how far do you believe Burns will fall?
If the Dolphins stay at 13, I think they'll take Burns. But if they don't, I think he could fall to 16 at the most.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I think he's such a good player and versatile that a lot of teams are going to look at him for sure.
Yes.
Lions fan retracted messaged. He said, thank the Lord. For sure. Yeah. Quinn ain't stupid, man. The guy's great when it's evaluating talent and picking up draft picks. So you don't got to worry about us picking up a Montez Sweat or some bum player, especially in the first round.
Yeah, he takes the safe.
He made one mistake, I think, and it obviously is taking the cornerback that is yet to start for us. But I think they can make him and see if he'll try safety out. But again, he's made so many great picks when it comes to 3rd, 4th, and 5th rounds, first rounds, that you really don't have to worry about him making a bum play.
He overthought on Teez Tabor because he said that was the prospect he looked at the most, and I think that made him overthink him. You know, he overthought it. You know.
Yeah, I think Teez Tabor, again, coming out of college, he was a playmaker, so he has the ability to pick off balls and stuff like that. I think they could try him out at safety. Why not? Why the hell not give him a shot there? I think
Yeah.
I think maybe cornerback may be too hard for him, but he has a playmaker with playmaking ability. Try him out safety, and if he can't start, I think he'd be a pretty good backup for sure. I mean, at that point you have Diggs. I mean, that's a great safety. You got Walker, who's a rising star, and then you put Tease Tabor back there. He would be a good backup for them.
Yeah, Dolo Dynamite. I think the perfect linebacker to pair with Jared Davis would be like a Khalil Hodge, T.J. Edwards, or Jermaine Pratt.
Yeah, I think they don't want to take White because he's too much like Jared Davis.
But yeah, they're like twins.
Yeah, they are. It would be two Jared Davises when it comes to both personality and play on the field. Can't have twins.
Nope.
What do you think of Abrams? I would love him for a second-round pick.
I'd like him for like an early third or maybe a late second.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think if we did the trade back and we picked up an extra second rounder, a late second rounder, I think that would be a good ideal spot for him.
But, I mean, I'm not really into I don't want a safety like at the end. Like, I don't really want a safety unless it's like Taylor Rapp or Nazir Adderley. Just because like we have like a lot of safeties on we have a few safeties. I feel like Justin Coleman can also play safety, and you're saying Tease Tabor could go to safety. So if that's the case, then we have 4 safeties and like Tease Tabor, Justin Coleman, Tracy Walker, and Quandre Diggs. So maybe you might want to go maybe outside cornerback. So that's why I really like Jaquan Williams. He's my guy. Now I've also heard he could also play safety as well. He's kind of versatile in that way.
And you know what? And that's what Bob Quinn wants in his defense. He wants individuals that can play multiple spots. And to talk about Coleman, what a good pickup that was. He can play the slot. He can play the corner. He can play. Yep. And he brings what Nevin Lawson could never bring, and that's an interception.
What?
So
that's so true.
Again, let's talk about what the hell the Oakland Raiders are doing, man. They're taking Nevin Lawson.
Dude, Oakland, like, they went all mad at them, man. They just got all the big names and all the, like, kind of like, you know, the old guys.
Yeah, a bunch of the old stooges. What up, though, Rocky? I see you, man. Thanks for coming in. I'm here with Risky's Football Talk. We're talking about some Detroit Lions. We're talking about the potential draft coming up here in a couple of days. We're talking about how we're going live for the second round, and that me and Risky are going to combine and start our own little high table talk when it comes to Detroit Lions on Mondays and Wednesdays at 5 p.m.
Yeah. I'm really excited for that, man.
Oh, so am I.
I'm going to be watching Luke G's live stream in the first round, and I'm going to be so excited for that.
Yeah, again, everyone, make sure when it comes to the live stream for the first round to be around the round table. We got to support our Detroit Lions and be there with the guys. They have a special guest with them. I don't want to blow the special guest yet because I'm not sure they want me to tell you who's going to be with them, but definitely got someone that loves Detroit Lions football with them that night. And we're going to be there watching it and talking with the fans and all that. So make sure to be visiting there. Make sure if you have not subscribed to Risky to do that. The guy is a beast when it comes to the draft. I love his draft videos and his mock drafts. He doesn't just focus on the first round. He focuses on the second, and he's building a third. So the guy is a beast when it comes to talent evaluation, and make sure to subscribe to him.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, man.
Hey, no problem, man. This is what we are, man. Detroit Sport Alliance. And guys, again, I am trying to get to 100 subs. When I get to 100 subs, I'm going to send out a Detroit Lions gift, whether it be a hat, Detroit Lions hat, or some sort of cool cup or something like that to a random subscriber on my channel. So get me to 100 so I can send that out.
Yep, man. Man, you deserve it too.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, man. And, you know, this is what we do, man. Just trying to get the voice out. It's all about spreading positivity to Detroit Lions talk, as the media has disgraced us with their negativity. And it's got to be a grassroots movement to do all this type of things.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Who was it?
We're about to wrap it up, but I want to give last words to Risky for tonight, man. What do you got for us?
Just that if we want to get tight end, you got to get one early, the first round or the early second round, because after those three first tight ends of T.J. Hawkinson, Noah Fant, and Irv Smith are gone, the tight ends like really thin out. And that really if you want a cornerback or a linebacker, it's like in the third round and then late second round. That's where you really get your corners and your linebackers. And so basically in the early second round, that's where like kind of like a value pick, and so it's kind of like, and so is the first round. And if you want to guard, fourth round's pretty good with both bench walls, with Nate Davis and all that kind of stuff. That's
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Before I get off the show, I have to do a shout out to Lions fan 75, man. He made the comment of the day. The Raiders are in a retirement home and they love the Lions misfits of toys. So that's comment of the day for sure. Noble Sports is great show, man. Hey, thank you very much, man. I appreciate everybody coming on the show and hanging out with us and talking some Lions football. We will be live on. It will be Wednesday. I think will be our next one at 5 p.m. So come on down. Tomorrow night is the roundtable at 8. I think Derek P. Fields, the Gridiron Blitz, is having a fellow on tonight at 8:30. So what up, though, Gridiron? Hey, late as ever. What's for up? Sure. Hey, late is better than never. I believe Gridiron Blitz has got a live stream tonight. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's at 8:30. He said so. Make sure to stop in at the Gridiron Blitz tonight at 8:30. He's got a special guest on there with him. And with that said, man, I want to say thank everybody and have a good night.
Yeah, peace out, everyone.